All right. We are live.
We are live. Right on.
So yes, let's look at this skull.
So I was able to pick up two of them. And I think the first thing that strikes me is just how colorful the pieces are. And we were talking off camera. You said there's a set of plants, underwater plants that look like this?
Yeah, so here, let me switch us. How about that?
Oh yeah. How old are those?
2018. Okay. There was 2 packs. If you look on the back there, this was like the $5 pack, and then there was this $10 to $15 pack, and it was like a creature expand, like a accessory pack.
Neat.
Yeah. But yeah, I got these $3 each at a Five Below.
Yeah, I've never seen them before. That's neat.
Yeah, they were some of the terrain packs. They call it inventions.
Very cool. So it looks like you get 3 packets of parts with this release, and one of them is your figure, and then you got your instructions. So it's there's a lot of small parts, a lot of teeny parts, like 1 stud parts.
Yeah, being such a compact build, you do get a lot of those individual little 1 stud size pieces and small pegs.
So interesting. Is this too loud on the mic? Should I mute my mic while I open these up?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, build it.
There's a propeller.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, that stands up. Ooh. I bet they want me to build the figure first, huh? Let's see.
Sure. So I saw that they did a side to side with the previous.
Wait, can you say that again?
They did a side to side with the previous copy of that figure, and he was, besides the gloves and the belt, it was almost the same figure.
Oh, I see. It's the white gloves and the red belt.
Yeah. You have the one from the Point Dread set close?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't. I don't have a close one to compare. But those white gloves are definitely sticking out to me. I don't remember any figures of white gloves.
I wonder if that's supposed to be part of his scuba outfit.
Maybe. Well, in the cartoon series, didn't he have a brother in the 20X?
I'm not sure. I don't think I watched many of those episodes.
I know that there's been some talk on our chats before about there's like a race of these guys. The skin tone's a little different than a lot of the skin tones that I've seen on these before. Too. It's sort of a matte finish.
Yeah, slightly darker than the. That's more like the classic turtle.
Yeah, it's just different. It has like the material feels different.
Yeah, like the classic Ninja Turtle figures, they have like a softer texture to the plastic. Is that how it feels?
Yeah, and just the finish is a matte finish. I'm used to sort of a semi-gloss on these.
Yeah. Let's see. Brian's trying to join. Let's see if we can get him in.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Hold on.
You there that time, Brian?
My sound's on. For some reason, my camera's weird.
Okay, well, yeah, it kicked you out, said the device wasn't connected, so I was hoping you'd come back.
Huh. Yeah, I gotta see if I can get my camera running here.
That's all right. You're welcome to sit there and chat. It's Rob's show tonight.
What do you guys think of this overhead camera I set up?
I like it.
It's pretty good.
What are you using to get two cameras in there?
I'm using OBS Studio, which is free software.
Okay.
And it works really well.
Is that a special camera?
It's a Canon EOS T3 that I bought as an open box on Amazon.
Huh. Is it supposed to be an overhead camera, or is it just a normal camera?
No, it's a regular. What do you call them?
Digital
point and shoot.
Webcam?
No, not a webcam.
Oh,
like you'd go out to do photography with.
Weird.
And then what I'm using for an arm on this thing is it's a monitor stand that clips onto my desk.
Nice.
Okay.
But it works perfect.
And then you got your green screen behind you?
Right.
Because I like the way it's kind of overlapping, like you're just kind of hanging out in the corner there. You know?
Exactly, yeah. And if I could set up a border around myself too, so that I'm not just like having my head get chopped off by the instructions or whatever. But
no, I think it looks great.
Cool.
I get more organized in this basement. I'm gonna try and set something like that up.
Yeah, if you ever want to chat or something about it, and I can.
Yeah, I will hit you up.
I know all the ways not to do it.
Yeah, I will learn by your mistakes.
So it looks like I'm building some scuba gear here.
I wonder where my yeah, I don't know. I don't even know where my point dread set is.
This helmet's different than the original. Did the original have silver highlights?
Yeah, that's why I was trying to find them.
This is black.
Maybe it's the brother.
Maybe. Why don't I see his all these colored pieces? Are you guys seeing his underwear, his loincloth here? Oh, there it is. I thought I got shorted. You guys have any tips for making really tight connections on these when you're putting their legs in?
Do you mean like on the ball joints or putting the T-joints in?
Like when you're getting the T-joint like up into the
torso?
Torso.
Yeah, I leave the legs off, pull them off, and then push it against the end. For some reason, the first Zodak was the hardest ever to put that T-joint in.
Man, this one's tight.
Yeah, must be the same mold.
I got his britches facing the right way, right? The pointy part goes in the front?
Should do.
Yeah.
Remember, kids, when putting on your britches, pointy part in the front.
Pointy part in the front.
Yeah, I've had a few Call of Duty figures. I've actually had to, like hold the chest in your thumb and finger, and push the T-joint down on the table.
I might have to do that right now. I wonder if I put them in hot water, if they would pop together easier. Yeah, it's good enough for now.
Good enough for our show.
Tight joints. Those legs went on with a snap. It's like a teal chest piece.
So does he have another armor piece besides that one?
That's it.
That's it. Okay.
Hold on a second. I'm not sure why you got locked in here. Dog got locked in the office with me here. Okay. Now they're going crazy. I'm going to mute myself for a second.
Ooh, 1 second here. It's a while to find my camera.
Brian? I do like the black highlights. They're kind of like a dark gray. And I don't know if Brian was on with us when we were talking about, but the skin texture, it's like a matte finish versus a semi-gloss.
Yeah, I heard you. I found a set as well. I got them here too.
Oh, good.
Am I the only one that hasn't found these yet, I guess?
I just found it yesterday at Target. It sounds like they're hitting pretty wide at Target.
Well, good. I'll have to go hunting tomorrow.
Yeah, I haven't seen any at any Walmarts, including, the nice thing is that they changed the box. So, I mean, you don't want to miss out, but at least you know if you officially missed out because it shows them on the box. So, I got my original here. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of
tank.
Yeah. This is a different skin tone. I mean, they're still white guys, but it's a different approach. It's kind of a bummer that they gave him the gloves, but they didn't give him the human feet. I thought they were going to go full Filmation Zodak, but he doesn't have.
Oh, in Filmation, he doesn't have Skeletor feet?
I don't think so.
Skeletor doesn't even have Skeletor feet, huh?
Yeah, that's probably true too. Yeah, I think that is correct. We'll try this T-joint to see how it's going here. I like the tiny little Grayskull bricks. I'm going to steal those and throw them into Grayskull.
Yeah, Brian, did you see I was showing Rob the Inventions Aquatic Booster Pack?
Yeah, I've got that one. I could throw those on.
You got that one? Yeah, similar colors on the pieces.
Hey, Nate, have you ordered a lot of stuff through Bricklink?
Yes, quite a bit actually.
And so I have two. I've got a tricky problem with the Wind Raider instructions. In that, my first step was I have links on there that it's like a generic link to the main page for any brick, so it's not on a store. It's just a 2x4 brick. And it's
right.
the main listing, and those links are super easy to work with. But I know a guy who wants to build my Wind Raider, so I looked into finding a vendor that has the right parts, and I found one, but there's not a great way to share links for the parts from that vendor, and plus he doesn't really understand Bricklink, so I can't just be like, "Yeah, go over there, do that." So, and it's kind of a unique problem to have, but I don't know.
You should kit up the parts you need and ship them up to people.
Yeah. Hoping I didn't have to do that. It literally outsources the problem. Everybody else will do it for me.
Right. Yeah. It kind of takes all the fun out of it when you have to turn it into providing people all the parts they need.
Right. I'm not really trying to be that guy here.
Yeah.
It's tricky though. Especially too.
It'll be tricky because any link you try to provide to an exact vendor, the link will change every time the vendor changes their inventory. Because it's not always going to be the same shop. So maybe if you shared a link just to the part, like the category or the catalog page for that part, then folks can look for their own vendor depending on their location and price they want to pay.
Yeah, because I used your beta instructions and just went down to my local mom and pop brick store and dug through the bin so I found what I needed.
Yeah.
Yeah, or put on the first step being like, hey, you're going to need to find, this one or this two pieces.
Yeah, that's one thing I have changed. Both of you know that funny 1x1 round brick. I added that as the first step, is count those. Make sure you got enough of those.
Yeah.
So, Rob, do you figure this Zodak, is he searching for the golden disc of knowledge underwater here? Is that what it looks like to you?
Is that what this thing is?
Yeah, it's a golden disc of knowledge.
What episode was that in?
I think it might even be called Golden Discs of Knowledge.
From Filmation?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a Zodak episode. He's not looking for him. There's a bad guy that got turned into a ghost, and he, I don't know. I think he'd helped Skeletor get the golden discs, and now he's good and trying to help He-Man get him back. Let me look it up here.
Oh, there's some interesting little pieces that are shaped like there's a starfish and a scallop.
He's got his gun in there, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's too bad they didn't make his chair. Yeah, so I'm looking at the episode.
Sure seemed like the chair would have made more sense. But I guess this was a real episode, so
yeah,
I gotta go find that one.
Yeah, the guy's name is Xanthor.
So it looks like the golden disc of knowledge goes.
I think it's kind of on the ground, at least in the picture it looks like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Doesn't really peg in, does it?
I don't know, isn't it just a plate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of too bad they didn't give you an armor with this guy. You could at least use it for Wonder Bread He-Man or whatever.
I may have been trying to put it in the wrong spot, actually. I have a hard time when it's like a large plate like this and they have like 1x1s that they want you to put in certain places. Too much math.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it was tricky putting
There
all
it
those
is.
dots
Okay,
on my
there.
instructions. You gotta.
Actually, the way you did your instructions with the color coding on the Wind Raider,
Yeah,
it was like, oh,
it
boom,
worked.
boom, 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 boom.
Oh, that's cool. I had a few errors though. That was part of why it took so long. I had to go back and audit it, and you'd be surprised how easy it is to mess them up. Yeah. The weird thing though, I was gonna talk about those parts too. So Nate, the really, I kind of get the sense that the Mega products are sort of like the Zack Snyder for the brick world. There's so many dark parts and so many, like I have so many dark Mega bricks and plates all over the place. And my little list of 50 parts is extremely hard to find from one US vendor.
Yeah, if you're so there's 50 parts you need. You're trying to get Lego parts for this?
Yeah, because that's, I mean, you can't order Mega parts. And not everybody has a lot of bricks laying around. And ideally, you know, I like it when the bricks don't bleed through. Like you don't have a yellow brick inside, you know, where you can see through a seam. So
Right.
I've got it set up that anything that could bleed through is a darker brick and you don't really see it.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, where you would have that option. Like I would choose to use off-colored pink, yellow, red bricks inside to just use them up and to hide them.
Yeah, I've got those. So the ones that can be odd colored are separate. Like those are the orange bricks in the manual, and you can use any color you want.
Okay.
So you can do that, but the ones that basically the dark ones should be a dark brick, but it can be a dark brick of any color. Like it could be dark blue or dark green, as long as it's dark and not, you know, shining through the crack there. That's how I got it set up. But it really stuck out that I think Lego is kind of more of a Technicolor world, and things are just kind of brighter in Lego. Like if you want a bunch of dark bricks for something, it seems like a tougher call.
Have you tried looking at other like third-party Asian providers? Looking on AliExpress or
I haven't. No.
there's a lot of companies that have stolen designs and made military sets.
Yeah.
They'll have a lot of darker bright grays, greens, and blues, and they're really inexpensive. And a lot of people say that the quality now is a lot closer to Lego and Mega Bloks than they used to be.
That's good to know.
So yeah, not to add more for you to look at, but yeah, there's probably a good 6 or 7 Asian, what they consider knockoff companies or third party companies that actually make decent sets right now.
Yeah. Huh. I wonder if any of them I could just put a parts list in there and have people order it. That's the tricky thing is I've only asked one Brick Lake vendor, but I was asking them if I give you a person, can you send them an invoice? Like if I give the vendor all the parts list, I mean. So I don't know if that's a thing. We'll see.
It's just, will they have those parts? So I mean, how many parts do you need to build this Wind Raider?
The extra parts are about 60, I think, and they're all bricks. So they're not special.
Hey,
okay, I thought you had designed it to where you just needed 2 sets.
No, you need some more, but I mean, I've maximized to use everything that's in those that you can.
Did we suggest to Mark that when he was working on his Snake Man figure, his custom. He was trying to come up with a way to create a squeezing arm. Have we talked to him about this?
What is that thing?
It's a ball joint piece.
Oh yeah. That's the thing. Is there's a lot of these in the Pokemon sets, and somebody used. They either got green ones or painted them green, and they used them for squeeze arms.
These would be great also for displaying flying vehicles.
Yeah. Well, there's some clear pipes. I can maybe send you one. That's a good way to levitate things too.
Here you go, Rob. A great source for those ball joints is this Eevee Evolution set.
Hey, are they coming green? There's no green Eevees though, are there?
This one's got looks like white, yellow, light bluish gray, turquoise gray, kind of a pinkish purple, brown, red, brown, black, and a yellowish tan. So yeah, no actual green on this.
Yeah, there's a lot.
But you want the joints and wanted to paint them.
Yeah.
Got a nice spin on that prop.
Nice. My trick for finding this Zodak skull set was first I looked at all the stores that were Target stores that had high quantities, and all of those were the wrong case. It was bad news. But then I looked at all the ones that had low quantities, and then just focused on that store, and then it restocked. So that's one way to do it.
So you looked at low quantities in stock?
Yeah, because if they're low, they're going to restock. And if they're high, they're just stuck with the stock they got in inventory. That's going to sit there for 2 more months until it sells low.
So were you able to track the one you found, Brian? Were you able to track it through one of the websites?
I just call them with the DPCI code, and I just ask them to check a quantity, and they do that, and they can check other stores as well for Target specifically.
Yeah, okay, because I'm striking out on the app.
Yeah, it's not. It seems to still be working for Walmart if you use Bricklink or Seek. I get those. Sorry, Bricklink, BrickSeek.
BrickSeek.
Yeah. That's okay. Hey Rob, you got 2 of those visors? Oh, there are 2 visors.
Yeah, they pinch together.
Okay. Doesn't look very watertight.
Apparently, water works different in Eternia than it does here.
Yeah, why he doesn't even need
I
them.
I guess as long as he keeps it this way, he'll be okay. But if he goes on his side, he's going to have trouble.
Yeah. Hey Rob, or not Rob, Nate, how's the Lego store doing near you for turnover for parts?
Been kind of slow.
Yeah.
I did, like I mentioned, I joined one of those Facebook groups you'd mentioned last time. End up actually having one other member pick up 8 cups.
Nice.
Parts from our wall, and then I ordered a cup of parts from another member.
Nice. Yeah, they are. My friend that I know locally, she claims that the different stores have kind of a pecking order for ordering parts, and some of the much bigger cities get way better parts more often. So that's a bummer.
Not one extra piece.
Really?
Not a single extra piece?
Not a single extra piece.
Hard to
Wow.
believe. But I hope. I swear, Mega is calibrated to give you extra to cover their butts. I hope they don't get too good. If that's true, I hope they don't get too good because I like the extra parts.
Maybe Mattel
Yeah.
has a different philosophy on how many parts you should hand out.
Yeah. Rob, can you lay it flat on the table so we can see it on the camera?
Sure.
Oh, that is cool. But yeah, Brian, to answer your question about the walls of the Lego stores, yeah, it seems that one close to me is kind of staled out. I guess a lot of people are just not clearing out the inventory, and then other stores that I get more traffic, I guess, get to switch their inventory out more often.
Yeah.
I was told they don't really get to pick what comes, but as they sell out of bins, they replace them with new parts. So
Yeah, my friend is focused on. Granted, we don't have all the coolest parts, but sometimes the stores that are behind end up having parts that other people can't find. So she's trying to fill as many orders as she can to turn over the inventory.
that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
So those aren't real flippers, are they, Rob? They're just 1x2 jumpers.
Yeah.
That's kind of lame.
Yeah, that's lazy.
His feet are better looking flippers than that.
Yes, but his Skeletor boots look better than the jumpers.
Yeah, but Nate, you know that there's Call of Duty like Seal Frogman flippers. They
have flippers. Well, I guess they couldn't do that because they didn't give him a human foot.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't remember how those attach, but they probably could mod them. Yeah, seriously, he's got Frogman feet to start with. So
honestly, my favorite part about this is just his color, like the dark gray
on the helmet.
Red. I could see throwing on his chest armor and just using him for that. But I do have a little water feature in my display, so maybe I'll have him just kind of popping up out of the water.
Actually, this is going to be great. That dude who put all his toys underwater in a fish tank.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Except for Scuba Zodiac will be the only one who makes sense down
there. And Merman.
Oh, yeah, too. Yeah, I hope those fish are alive. I kind of worry the plastic is leaching into the fish.
Yeah, eventually it would break down the chemicals in the aquarium.
I think so.
That's why I never put Legos in ours.
Yeah. Yeah, explain to the kids why the fish are all dead.
We have a cat. I just blame him.
Sounds like a Little Rascals episode.
All right.
So nobody else is joining us tonight?
No, I set out the invites as normal.
Okay. Yeah, it's weird. It kind of feels like a holiday weekend here. It's hot for our state. It's 90 plus, well, high 90s here.
I went to town today and the streets were just empty. It's like, of course, here in the area I'm in, school doesn't get out till Tuesday.
Well, does that mean kids are studying for finals?
Some.
Maybe.
Yeah, my kids finished last week. Week 4.
This is definitely a cool set for just like sitting on a shelf or something.
Yeah.
Like as far as display goes, it makes a bit more sense than some of the other Skeletor School releases.
Yeah, it looks like he's doing something instead of the other ones where they're just
Yeah.
sitting on their laser cannon or whatever they're doing.
So out of the 4 packs that you could get for the original MOTU, we've gotten 2. So we got the jet pack, and we got this one, but we haven't gotten the laser one and the we got the rock climbing one.
Oh, you're thinking the original mini rig sets or whatever?
Yeah, wasn't there like an attack stilt or something like that?
Yeah, there's still Stalker.
Which it seems to me that we probably have enough extra pieces to build one of those.
Yeah, people have. I don't know. To me, these aren't things that I'm dying to have. They're fun.
No.
They're not like, holy cow.
I would rather have Horde.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. I was looking at Horde vehicles. There's a wiki that has all the MOTU vehicles because I want to look for something to make out of for the Horde.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here, and they have various Horde jet sleds that they're not the same as the Sky Sled. Okay.
Oh, there's variations.
Well, they're completely different designs, actually. But they've got at least 3 basically Horde style Sky Sleds or jet sleds, and one of them needs like a windshield. And I think these Zodak glass pieces might actually work. I'm gonna try and find one of these here. Oh, actually, I saved them on my phone.
I can imagine when I was a kid having fun with this set.
Yeah, it's a cool set.
I used to like to build like underwater type stuff with my Lego. I got really inspired by the Abyss.
Oh yeah. Let's see here. All right,
what did you build?
I would just build like submarines and like little underwater bases and stuff. And that was like way before they came out with, I think at some point they came out with a series of all kinds of underwater vehicles.
Yeah, I was about to say they do. They have some pretty cool underwater bases.
I would just use a lot of space pieces.
Hey, space and underwater, they're pretty much the same.
The approach is quite similar.
Yeah, really, only design difference is pressure versus vacuum. I mean,
it's reversed. All right, I got this thing. I'm gonna share this.
what you found? Sorry, I'm looking at Google images of the packs. You guys are right. I mean, stilts should be really easy for them to release, and the laser gun too.
There's another clip thing. I can't remember what it's called. I'll have to look it up.
I kind of feel like all those came out just a little bit after I was into them. Like I have memories of them, but I don't have memories of wanting them.
Yeah, I didn't want them.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know exactly.
Yeah, like it might have been, when you were a little older.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one of the Horde jet sleds there. And I looked, so the Lego Nate, you probably know Lego's got plenty of bat pieces
Yes.
that have the shape of a bat. None of them come in red, which is too bad. That would have been a nice little horde thing. But... So we'll see. Maybe I got to paint some.
That looks doable.
Well, that a good point I'd like to bring up is the Mattel's He-Man Origins line. They're releasing the Horde figures with the next Comic-Con. I think they're a pre-order.
Oh yeah.
So if Origins and Moto kind of staying close, if Origins and the Mega, I mean, if they're releasing them in Horde, if they're releasing the Horde in the Origins line, I think there's a good chance we'll see it in the Mega line.
Sure hope so. Yeah,
Man, I would jump on a what do you guys call those packs that you get for Halo that has like multiple soldiers in a pack?
Battle pack.
Battle packs, like those. Like I would do Horde soldiers that way.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Or even the double, just the twin pack. I mean, Horde versus. Well, we don't need another He-Man, but
Horde versus
Horde double pack.
Palace Guard.
Horde versus Palace Guard, exactly.
Trooper versus Trooper.
Army build 2 different armies.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
Brian, was it you that asked about those characters that have like the goat faces in the German books?
Or the Skullcons or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did ask about that a while
Those
back.
things kind of remind me of when you take the Havoc staff head and put it on a Skeletor.
Yeah, I think that's what people tried to do with that. Kind of the closest you can get with no effort.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen some pictures of those.
That'd be a really easy army to build, since you got so many Skeletors floating around. I got 2 more now that I built the Wind Raider.
I mean, honestly, they just clip right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who use that for not necessarily master stuff. They're just making a weird goat warrior.
He's actually pretty cool looking.
Yeah. You gotta make the
it's really an intimidating figure when you put that head on it.
Don't they make like fuzzy vests though or something?
Well, that's the thing, right?
Furry tunic.
The closest thing to one of those kind of vests we have are these pieces that are coming with these now, and with the mountain climbing.
You mean the tunic?
Yeah, the tunic-looking thing.
You don't mean the furry torso on Zodak?
Yeah, I mean this isn't furry. No, I just this piece.
I know, but he's got all the chest hair and all.
Yeah, that could work if you painted it right.
Yeah, it needs to be a little bigger. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Oh, Game of Thrones. One of those furry.
Oh, they do come with some tunic type pieces, don't they?
Yeah, that'd be great.
You're on to something.
Either of you found the new Game of Thrones figures?
No.
I haven't seen them.
No, it's one guy said, "Oh, I found him at Target." I'm like, "Well, you're one guy. Are you sure I'm in Target?" I don't know. I haven't searched. I don't think they will show up, but I was checking in Brick C. I remember to say the right one there. You can check it now. Actually, I've been meaning to look. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I was just saying to Rob before we went live how I did not pre-order that posable Battle Cat. Did you pick one of those up?
I didn't pre-order either. No, I might get around to it, but no, he's not quite what I need.
Yeah, for the $60 price tag, he's a little tough to chew on.
How many pieces is he? 700 maybe? I don't know. Tricky thing is I don't see a lot of parts in there I need either. I mean, sometimes I just want to gut a set for parts, and
yeah, that's not a very forgiving set for parts.
No. Maybe some of the red parts for the armor could be useful for, trying to make an attack track or whatever, but not the green. Maybe you can make a battle cat out of green. That's what you got there. So.
Yeah, maybe you can make a Panther and a battle track.
Yeah. All right, Mega grow again. When we found or I think it was it you, Rob, that found the scuba? We thought it was Scuba Skeletor in this set instead of Zodak.
Yeah, we just thought it said Scuba something, so we assumed Skeletor because that was the original toy.
I think
or did it say Skeletor?
It did, yeah.
Maybe they'll release a Skeletor one too.
Maybe, but the same. I think it was that source, that Canadian site, listed a set that was a laser turret instead of a laser cannon.
Oh.
And I looked in this set with Zodak, the trap jaws. It still says the same thing it said before. So I thought maybe it could be a running change. Whoa. Let me see here. Oh, sorry. I got excited. I'm looking up Drogon to try and find the Game of Thrones figures. And they Walmart, I think, had the dragon eggs. And that's what I found. It's the wrong one. But it looked like they were potentially carried in all local stores, which would be a big deal.
Something I noticed at my Walmart when I went out looking around for stuff the other day is that there was no Mega product at all. There wasn't even spots for Mega product.
Yeah. Target has way more of an inventory these days than Walmart does.
I don't know why, but suddenly I'm having issues with how this thing all goes together. Like the tolerances are kind of...
The Zodak set there?
Yeah, the front of his scuba gear, you have to put together like in a very certain order to make it fit right, because pieces are like right up next to each other.
Yeah, I see that.
I just popped that on and something just shot off.
Uh-oh.
Well, not only did I not have extra pieces, but now I'm missing pieces. I don't even know what just shot off. What was it?
Mark joined us in the chat. He says you get Road Ripper parts from the Battle Cat set.
I suppose. There's a lot of curves there, though. I would need a few more angles. Yeah, it's funny. This Zodak set totally looks like a fish tank thing. Like those little castles you sell in the fish tank aisle.
How far did Rob shoot that piece? He's left the desk.
Shot his eye. That's tough. I don't know. I try and have build things over a tray or something to try and catch those. It always happens.
Right.
But then they sometimes they shoot off into orbit, and
It's going to take getting on my hands and knees and searching for it.
yeah. I know. Get out the flashlight.
It was that it was like that little what was it?
The front of the propeller, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
the front of the propeller. It just like launched off like it was Boba Fett's jetpack rocket.
Yeah. Missile effects.
It shot.
It's a motor gun there.
Whoa. That's not my Eternia background.
So Rob, you said that camera is just a is it like a
An
actual
SLR. That's what they call them, an SLR.
really? Okay.
It's the Canon T3i.
You just got it set on video mode right now?
So during the pandemic, Canon released software to turn all of their cameras into webcams.
That's pretty cool.
And so I'm running that as the interface. So it just has a USB, micro USB to USB cable.
I wonder if that works. So I bought a Nikon SLR in like 2006. And that was right before, like 2007 was the year they added video capability to all the SLRs. So I wonder if that's possible with one that old.
You'd have to dig into it to find out. Some of them, they came up with solutions. Some of them, they didn't. But these SLRs are like way better than a webcam because they allow more light into the aperture.
Yeah, super clear.
Yeah, it looks really good.
So for the price of a really high-end webcam, which is not going to look as good, you can pick up one of these used or like open box, and you have way better quality. And then you also have things like you can put on different lenses.
Yeah.
Depending on your situation.
Ooh. Hey Rob, this weird little connector. It's kind of like a bridge part. It's got the male end. I know you use it. It goes in the propeller. It's got a hole in one end and a pin in the other.
Yeah.
I'll send you some of those. That's what I use to connect. Like you need that to put Zodak or Man at Arms on Battle Bones.
Tell me this piece.
Let's see what that, whatever that is.
Yeah, right here.
Yep. Yeah, for me, I can't get them on there that well because their big plastic armor prevents them from tabbing onto the Battle Bones thing. But I got tons of them, so I'll send you some when I get the package to you. I'm guessing you have plenty, Nate.
It gives you the extension you need so you can get it into his armor. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's this guy.
I'm like all chopped up here.
What's that about? So Nate, are you finding enough tan Lego parts for everything you're working on?
I've got, I don't know, probably more than what I need of parts I don't need right now.
Yeah.
I need to get in there and actually finish the build and ignore the colors, and then come back and try to order the parts and the colors I need.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So yeah, I'm not sure about the tan.
See how you can see my camera? My overhead?
Oh,
Sweet.
you're faded in and out.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I got it on a hinge so I can get it out of my.
Part of the green screen thing.
Yep.
Anyway, no, I was trying to say, like, tan is getting a lot of love at the Lego stores. I mean, so many of those stores around the country have a lot of different tan parts right now.
Star Wars, right?
Well, yeah, like the Cantina. That's probably those bricks. And Harry Potter, the kind of castle wall, those tan bricks. They're tan. Is it tan or nougat?
It's tan.
Okay. But either way, there's plenty. And they're pretty cool parts, too.
So when you go into a Lego store, you're saying that that's what they have in stock for buy a brick?
That's the most consistent. All the others are kind of whatever. It's just a rainbow. But then there's a really pretty good assortment of tan bricks everywhere for the most part.
I'm seeing a lot of those sand green 1x1s and 1x1s with the stud on the side.
Yeah.
Those are in a lot of folks' pictures also.
Yeah, somebody just posted one without the snot stud.
I know they charge a little more for the tan bricks at the mom and pop store near me.
Do they? Man, they must
I think it's like double the price. They must not have as many.
That's funny. There's literally, they're all the rage at the Lego stores. And they got unique parts. Like they call them the macaroni pieces. They're just a small little curved brick. Good for curved building. Those are pretty common and easy to get at the stores.
How big are those? How big of a curve are the macaronis?
It's basically a 2x2 piece, but it curves from one corner to the other. Have you found them? Because we got them here. Does that sound like one you got?
Yeah, I've been using some of the 4x4 curves.
Okay.
Oh, did you guys see Mark ask us a question on the chat?
No,
I did.
Does the posable stand that comes with the Zodiac set, are they common parts or only found in that set? Common for, you guys are saying for Pokemon, right?
Yeah, I told him it was in the Pokemon Evolution. That EV Evolution set had about 40
I see it
of
popped
them.
up there. Yeah, EV Evolution.
So yeah, I mean, even if you found those little Pokemon, the little balls on clearance, I mean, almost every Pokemon has little arms and legs in those ball joints. So if you're going to paint them, it doesn't matter what color you find.
I'm missing one. Must be missing one part of my Zodiac set. No, wait, what the heck? I did it wrong.
You're missing a piece from your new
No,
kit?
I did it wrong. I put this dark blue pin in the wrong spot.
I have a question about this custom Zodiac chair that somebody made that they posted on Facebook. There's a piece on the back I don't recognize.
Yeah, show it to us.
Here, bring it up. I can't tell if it's like a translucent orange.
Yeah, that looks like Lego, I think. Does that look right, Nate? Kind of looks like that V. I don't know. It's kind of like a front cockpit shape. But apparently it has studs tabbing into those pieces
Right here.
forward of it. Yeah.
Well, I think you're gonna have 4 studs where the square block is. I think these parts above it, the little
That's not making it bigger.
wings that kind of come out the top, I think those are just flat tile parts. I don't see the indenture where the square part is.
Oh, this is holding his gun.
Oh yeah, it is. So that's
just a clip.
That's a clip, yeah. So were you asking about the clip or the
No, I was asking about this V or this
orange?
This orange. It looks strange to me.
I think it looks like Lego.
I wonder if he has any other angles of it. That grate looks kind of strange too.
Yeah, those are Mega. Haven't seen many of those in any of the Masters stuff, but that's Mega.
Oh, it is a translucent orange.
Yeah, I got a part number for you if you want to look it up in Lego.
Do you?
Yeah.
Grab my pen. Actually, I'll just type it in. What do you got?
The part number is 43719.
Got like a modified plate.
There it is.
Yeah, modified 4x4 plate with a 2x2 cutout.
Yeah.
And there's orange.
It's taken me a while to get used to. I mean, granted, I don't know what Mega calls things at all, but I've had to learn what Lego calls things so I could communicate things.
Yeah, it's another language. So, Brian, what I was mentioning earlier, so if you were to make a link to this catalog description of the parts, then the folks would just have to scroll down, decide who to buy the part from at the time that they have them.
Yeah, I've got that now, and even if you put it all in a cart, like there's 14 different kinds of parts.
Right.
But at best, I'm only getting a match for like 12 from one vendor.
Yeah, that's another issue is you put your wish list together and who's got the most parts.
Although I might change. Sometimes it ignores your maximum prices, but I might try upping the maximum. I don't know if that's part of the problem. I don't know. It's not a perfect system. What is?
We'll have to chat about that again. All right, gentlemen, I'm going to cut the live stream.
Okay.
But let me finish this, and then I had a question afterwards. So, Mark, we appreciate you watching. Everyone else, we'll see you next time.